My name is John, and this is Pepea Stories of Change. My name is John Mwangi. I'm the Monitoring and Evaluation Officer at PDO, and also the project manager of the Pepea project, and also the Pepea Founding Chair. My career started I came to PDO as a client, and I've risen all the way to the position that I am now. My story started way back as a child. I grew up as a very happy child who loved sports, enjoyed sports. I loved anything that is fun. And my life looked bright, and it was so unfortunate that at my time in Form 2, I started experiencing symptoms of low moods. I started isolating myself, and it is at that point I never knew what was happening. I sought help from many hospitals. I was given various diagnoses, and yet none of those diagnoses gave me the relief that I wanted.
Hey John, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm okay.
Why do you seem you? So why?
No, I'm just tired. I'm okay.
But in some point, I was diagnosed with anxiety disorder, but still it never gave me the relief that I wanted. So I struggled all through my education life, that is my high school life, then joined campus, then completed campus. But all along I struggled with that emotions of starting isolating myself, low moods, lack of hope, having suicidal thoughts, and I never knew what was happening. So I completely isolated myself. But after completion of my university, in some point in 2019, is a point where I attempted suicide twice. It is at that point that my family saw this is a case that needs to be addressed by a mental health service.
Manze, uko poa?
So that's how I found myself in a government mental health institution. My experience in a government health institution was I was abused, all my human rights were violated, and it's a place where I experienced so much trauma because of that experience. But at that point I used to tell my family I really want to get out of this place, and my family will tell me, where can we find another help? Yet this is the only place that we know that we can find help. But they really moved mountains for me, and they were able to find a private practicing psychiatrist and PDO. So the first thing I was told is I was released from the mental health facility and went to see the private practicing psychiatrist. So it is at that point that I was diagnosed with severe depression and anxiety disorder. And the way I was received by the psychiatrist was in a humane way, and also the way also PDO received me, because I started going to therapy at PDO. I was received in a humane way. I felt loved, and I felt respected as a human being. Both the treatment plans with PDO and the private practicing psychiatrist was a plan that we developed together. It was never imposed on me. So it's at that point in around 6 months, I was in a stable position. And it's that point when the psychiatrist says, now the rest of work has remained is for PDO. So PDO worked with me through the therapy sessions, integrating me back to society, building my confidence back. And I took a course that is mental health gap that PDO trains, and I was trained as a lay counselor. And it's at that point that I came to understand mental health in a deeper perspective, and it's at that point I accepted my condition. And I learned more and became more self-aware of it. And it's at that point when PDO now decided to bring a youth-friendly project, that is the Pepea project. And when it started, I was chosen as the first founding Pepea chair in the support group. My role as the support group chair was to be the link between the support group and PDO, and also coordinate the activities of the support group. And I later on joined the first cohort of Pepea champion, and became a champion, and I started advocating for mental health by sharing my lived experience story. Through that video, I was able to see my leadership skills, the self-motivation, the way I was able to handle the champions. During the Pepea, when I was in Pepea, I was able to gain the confidence and also start my own business, which is the Wines Chicken business. I'm one person who becomes motivated by the story of wolves. The story of wolves is a story where wolves have self-determination, self-drive, and they don't give up. And they have a very strong bond. So when I read the story of wolves, is what keeps me motivated, and it's what motivates me. And also what motivates me to do the most of the advocacy work is having gone through the abysses of having received poor mental health services, is what motivates me to share my story, so as to challenge and able to change the society views on how to treat persons with mental health. And me seeing a person recover as a result of the advocacy I've done, reaching out to the person, then coming back and getting help, it was motivates me to keep going and doing this advocacy work. I am one person who, through therapy, I became more self-aware. And I'm a person who has now, as I become more self-aware, I know when my moods are going low, I know when I'm not okay, and when I'm not okay, I'm able to reach out to do some of the coping skills that I've adapted. One of the coping skills that I've adopted is swimming, and this is something that has enabled me to unwind, rejuvenate, and exercise and release the happy hormones. And this is what keeps me relieve the stress I'm going through. Also, another thing that I'm able to adopt is I'm a person who enjoys sports. I am a football fan, and watching sports also keeps me unwinding and releasing the negative energy. So those are some of the coping skills I'm able to adapt. But also because of becoming more self-aware, I'm able to reach out when I'm not okay. So when I feel I'm not okay, I'm able to reach out to my therapist and have a conversation. And when I see me and the therapist, when you go through and see things are not working out, then I'm able to go and see my psychiatrist. One of the most challenges that I've experienced in mental health is finding the correct treatment, because the society believes that for mental health treatment you have to be incarcerated. That is far from the truth. From when I look back at my journey, I see if I had found PDO earlier on during my treatment plan, because I was able to recover in a community environment where I was with my family, a place where I felt loved, and this enabled me to recover easily. So one of the challenges I found is being incarcerated is one of the, I don't wish it for anyone to go through. My message of hope to the world out there is that in this world there's nothing that does not have a solution, and no matter what you're going through, there's a solution from it. All of that one needs is to reach out, and reaching out is the first step to recovery. I was able to start my own business, which is Wines Chicken, at a point when I started becoming stable. And this is despite me having a mental health condition. And also I continue practicing my role as the monitoring and evaluation officer at PDO, and also running the support group. And this has not limited me from achieving anything, because I continue practicing this role and also be able to manage my mental health condition. I've not been less productive as anyone else who does not have a mental health condition. So the stereotype that people have that persons with mental health condition cannot achieve anything in life, that is far from the truth.